Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the reason why Elon Musk is resigning from Twitter. Let's get right into it. Elon Musk has stated that he will not step down as CEO of Tesla until he can find a suitable replacement, citing the company's financial situation as a reason for the delay. Musk tweeted, before joining a Twitter livestream to discuss the company's situation with a former intern, "I will resign as CEO as soon as I find someone foolish enough to take the job. After that, I will just run the software and servers team." It was the first time Musk had mentioned stepping down as CEO of the social media platform since Twitter users overwhelmingly voted for him to step down in a poll launched 3 days earlier by the billionaire. However, the acknowledgement was far from a firm commitment to follow through on his promise. During the broadcast, Musk spoke with audience members about his experiences at the company, emphasizing the importance of cost-cutting. Under his watch, Twitter is down to a little over 2,000 people, he said, having been facing a negative cash flow situation of $3 billion a year until he arrived, describing the situation as net dead. He said, to ensure that Twitter would be roughly cash flow break-even by 2023. "That's why I spent the last 5 weeks cutting costs like crazy. Even now, running the company is as though you're in a plane heading to the ground at high speed, with the engines on fire and the controls don't work." Some of the company's costs, he admitted, were incurred as a result of his own acquisition, which saddled the company with $12.5 billion in debt that must be paid from revenues. But according to his words, "With the changes we are making here on massively reducing the burn rate and building subscriber revenue, I now think that Twitter will, in fact, be okay next year." He also stated that he had met with a number of Twitter advertisers and found the request to be reasonable. Some advertisers have backed away from Twitter marketing since Musk took over, citing uncertainty. Musk stated that advertisers are simply looking for a return on their investment. Musk also said that he expects that Twitter's cash flow will reach break-even next year, citing his plans to reduce expenses and charge subscribers for some services. He said, "That's the reason for my actions," adding, "They may seem sometimes spurious or odd or whatever. It's because we have an emergency fire drill on our hands. That's the reason." The entrepreneur, who also runs Tesla and SpaceX, purchased the social media company for $44 billion in October. Musk has previously stated that he does not intend to stay as Twitter's CEO for an extended period of time. The Twitter poll, which was sent after Musk and Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner watched the World Cup final in Doha, is not the first time Musk has stated that he will not run the company in the long term. In November, the world's second richest person told a Delaware court that he would reduce his time at Twitter and eventually find someone to run it in his place. For weeks, Wall Street has been calling for Musk to resign, and recently, Tesla investors have questioned whether Musk's focus on the social media platform is distracting him from properly steering the electrical vehicle business. Musk acknowledged in court that he had too much on his plate. He said, though, that there was no successor and no one wants the job who can actually keep Twitter alive. Prior to the tweet, Musk's only reaction to the poll was to claim that the results were skewed due to fake accounts. He also said Twitter would make that change in response to a tweet suggesting that only users who paid $8 or $11 for iOS subscribers for a Twitter Blue subscription should be able to vote in polls. The poll calling for his resignation came after a string of highly criticized decisions by Twitter's new owner. He first blocked an account that tracked the location of his private jet, and then he suspended all critical journalists who reported on the ban. Musk implemented a new policy banning all links to other social networks, including Mastodon, Instagram, and Facebook, after users responded by announcing plans to leave to other platforms. The switch was made during the FIFA World Cup final in Qatar, where Musk was seen with Kushner. By the end of the day, the policy had been scrapped, with Musk declaring that all major policy changes in the future would be decided through a vote. Musk did not directly respond to the poll's results for more than a day after it closed, but he did respond to several tweets that suggested the poll had been tampered with or was not a representative sample of what people wanted. His lukewarm response to the poll leaves the door open for him to retain the top spot for an indefinite period of time. Musk responded to a tweet that asked why offering to take over that thankless job would make people upset. Accurate assessment. Some Tesla investors had urged Musk to leave the social media company and concentrate his efforts on the electric car company, which has been struggling in the stock market. Tesla shares fell more than 8% in trading. Since taking over the company, Musk has used Twitter polls to make critical decisions, including whether to reinstate Trump. He also asked users if the company should grant general amnesty to suspended accounts, which began reappearing on the site. Musk has launched another poll, this time asking users whether Congress should approve a $1.7 trillion government government funding deal. That's all we have for today though. We'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.